So at this point, we all know that this game developers lied. They apologized, but they again lied because they said that they optimized the game, which they did to a certain extent, but you know, not to the point that it's gonna work well. And with that optimization came some, you know, issues. They broke some things. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose, but for example, like right now, if I go to use DLSS for example, this is DLSS Quality. As you can see, I have 91 FPS. If I crack it up to DLAA, I'm still gonna have the same thing, which doesn't change anything. Basically, that means that the upscaling is forced right now, but there was some, you know, some optimization. I'm not gonna, you know, discredit everything because, like, for example, DLSS Quality right now runs better than DLSS Quality before at launch version. But their deceit in forcing upscaling and then telling you that it's native resolution is another lie, and that's why I want to say I wanted to try, you know, this game on the 5090 to see how it runs on the 5090, and right now I can't because I don't know what's real and what's not. Basically, probably I'm not even sure that this is actual DLSS Quality. Yes, it's sure it says it gives me more FPS if I go down to DLSS balance, for example. Where's 59? For example, DLSS balance has more FPS than DLSS Quality on like 67, and DLSS performance on 50% has more FPS than blah 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 DLSS balanced. But I'm not sure if it's if because this is the transformer model, right? And even ultra performance looks so great that like with the naked eye, like from where I'm sitting far away from the screen in front of me, I can't tell the difference. Like, I can't tell if it's ultra performance and it just disguised as performance, or is it, I don't know, I'm not really sure. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be downgrading the game to the launch version of the game. That's the game, that's the well, the version, not the game, it's going to be the same game, but that's the version that I'm going to be benchmarking the 1590 because I don't know which is which right now. Is it actually DLSS Quality when I set it to 100%, or is it DLSS balance that is forced, or is it DLSS performance that is forced? I don't know. They probably messed with some percentages here. The implementation of DLSS is so broken that even like, look, like for example, I have 100 FPS right now, right? It's on DLSS. Even so, even if it says that it's DLAA, it's on DLSS Quality because there's no difference between DLA and DLSS Quality in this game right now. But they broke the game so much that even frame generation doesn't help. Like, for example, using frame generation just drops the GPU's performance. Like, for example, it was 100% before. Now it's between 70 and 80% utilization. Like, what the fuck? Frame generation is supposed to maximize the GPU, not to drop GPU performance. And the only solution to that, for example, like, is to use a mod for frame generation. To turn it off from here, and as you can see, like, I bump the game's frame generation bumped me from 100 FPS, 120 FPS, 130 FPS, and right now, if I use this mod, it's actually gonna double the FPS. It's not gonna double to 200 because there is like some overhead for frame generation calculation and, you know, computational costs and stuff like that. But it's gonna give me more than just 20 FPS. It's actually gave me 70 FPS on top of my FPS that was, you know, already there, right? I had 100 something FPS, now it's 179 FPS with this mod for frame generation. They broke the game so much trying to optimize it, but they didn't. I mean, there's some optimization because if you look, as I said before, DLSS Quality right now versus DLSS Quality before performs better. Just a little bit better, but better. It uses less VRAM than it used to use before. Like before, I had like probably 11 gigabytes of VRAM just on native. Even with DLSS Quality, was just dropped to like 10.5, 10.4. But now it's dropping VRAM to below 10 gigabytes. That means that if you go like with 8 gigabyte GPUs, it's gonna be using less. Because 8 gigabyte GPUs is not gonna be using extreme settings as I'm using right now. This is like the extreme setting. I'd say it's custom, I don't know, because I'm keep changing the DLSS and turning off motion blur. But this is the extreme setting, which is everything on high. Oh, this one is on mid. Alright, so everything is on high, except shadows is on, you know, extreme. And same again, it's using 9.7 gigabytes of VRAM. But if I drop it to like probably medium settings, let's go and put it on mid. Where is it right now? Like right here, mid, instead of I'll have to restart the game. Fuck this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna try this on on a 3060 then. I'm not gonna try to restart the game just because I'm just gonna, you know, downgrade and boot the other version, the launch version. All right, I mean, it uses less VRAM, and as you can see, even right now, I don't know what changed, but it uses less VRAM, like from 9.7 to 8.4, and I'm still on the same settings basically. Oh no, it dropped the DLSS. Oh fuck, it always does this, always does this. As you can see, same settings, and back to 9 gigabytes again. All right, so I'm gonna downgrade the game and see you in a little bit. Okay, so this is the launch version of the game, and as you can see, this is the quick test. I have 60 FPS right now, and if I drop it to DLSS quality, I get an increase in FPS. That means that DLSS quality is not forced, and 100% is actually DLAA. And as you can see, this is the 5090, and it's still only outputting 60 FPS. It's not good. It's not good. The game looking like this and performing like this is just not good. A game that looks like this should be giving more performance, but you know, it is what it is. And this is like the only version of the game that I can actually test the native resolution without, you know, upscaling on, which is the first version of the game without any patches. So right now, I get like 60, it drops to 50s though. It still drops to 50s. It's using 10 gigabytes instead of 9 gigabytes that it was using before. 10 gigabytes of VRAM, which is, you know, still not bad. And I think I'm gonna be killed. I'm gonna die. I'm playing with the keyboard and mouse in these games. They require a controller, but I don't like the feel of a controller in my hand, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the controller at all. So let me just go and fight this dude right here. I killed him before, so let me just try to do it again. Let's take what is this. Let's take this. This is like a feathering thing. I don't know, like rage thing or something. So let's, before I go fight him, let's go and decrease the resolution scale and put it on DLSS quality, which is going to be 67 right here. DLSS quality, and as you can see, 100 FPS. With DLSS quality, everything is extreme, like the, you know, balls to the walls kind of graphics. But you know, it's good that it's, you know, giving 100 FPS, but this is what it should be given without any upscaling at all on a 5090. This is the best GPU on a planet, and it still cannot hit like constant 60 on like native resolution in this game, which is, you know, a shame. No, 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 I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I only have to attack twice, and ay. I get cocky sometimes. Fuck, I knew that I'm gonna die. Sometimes I just get cocky and I keep attacking while he's attacking, but I forget that he's like a tank. It's built like a tank. All right, so let's use the DLSS Performance after this, and let's see how it performs with the DLSS Performance. I think it's gonna give me like 130 FPS at least. It should be giving me. This is like the 5090 again. 100. What? 116, 120, 119. What is this? DLSS quality all over again. 100. Yeah, this game has like a pretty variable. It varies like wildly, like swings wildly between like 100 and 120 FPS, which is again another sign of, you know, being badly optimized. If you get a consistent performance, then that's good. But if you get like a performance that varies wildly between, you know, why am I you know, locking on that one when I should be locking on this one? All right, okay, let's go and fight the other mini boss, which is gonna be right here. And hopefully I'll get to kill him this time. Let's take this. The madness thing. I remember this is called a madness thing. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I shouldn't have done that third attack. Alright, attack me. Easy. Oh, I'm getting cocky. I'm getting cocky again. He's dead. Easy. He's dead. He was killing me all over the previous time, but now easy. Pretty easy. I clapped his cheeks. Alright, so let's use DLSS quality with frame generation this time, and probably, you know, get me over like 150 FPS when the patched version does not have it just drops the GPU utilization when you use frame generation. This first version of the game actually does what it should be. It's not like the mod that I used with the updated version. It doesn't. You see, frame generation from Nvidia and FSR frame generation, they work horribly. They have like a bigger overhead than just mods. Mods give you like a little bit more performance. I'm not performance, a little bit more FPS. But Nvidia's frame generation and FSR frame generation, the official implementations, they just not give you like that much FPS. But it's better. It's not just dropping my GPU utilization to like 30% to like 50% calendar a day. It's actually giving me more frame rate. It's not giving me more performance, because frame rate and performance are two different things. But yeah, it's more frames, and it got, you know, that was a big hitch. How can I... Oh, I need to talk to this child. Not now. I don't need to do that. Let me go fight some other dudes. Get my skill set up. Alright, right now, let's use DLSS frame generation 4x, which is, you know, something that's, you know, redundant. You don't really need to use 4x frame generation for any game. But hey, 290 FPS, 180 FPS, which is pretty good. But the 1% lows, wow, that was... Now you see, the whole purpose of frame generation is to make games, you know, feel smooth. This game doesn't. Like, even with frame generation, it stutters too much. Like Stutter Hill 2 Remake, which stutters too much. If you use frame generation, all the stuttering is gone. Or like most of it is gone. It's just like you still have some traversal stutter, but you know, the stutter for like the sake of stutter, like that the game has, is just basically gone. Right now, this game, even with frame generation, still stutters too much, which is not good. And as you can see, the 1% lows are suffering like in the 40. The 1% lows like 40 FPS. Like there's a big gap between my FPS and like my current FPS and 1% lows, which is, you know, not good. But frame generation actually smooths things out. But you can still... What the hell is this? Like small skeleton of like a small child dead, or like a full human? No, that's not a full human. That's like a small child. All right, let's bring it down to I'm gonna bring it from here. Bring it down to 1440p. And disable DLSS frame generation and enable 1440p and OBS overlay. Let me see. All right, so I see it right now, and as you can see, let me just make this a little bit smaller. I put everything on hotkeys so that I you know, I don't have to go out of the game to make overlay smaller. And as you can see right now, with frame generation it's 500 FPS, but again, this is 1440p, and with DLSS probably this DLSS balanced. And wait, it's 66 and it says, oh yeah, DLSS balance. I was reading the performance thing. I thought it was like DLSS performance. So let's go back and turn off DLSS, upscaling, and frame generation. As you can see, 118 FPS, which is, you know, pretty much good. But it should be like the game, if it's gonna be looking like this, it should be doing this on like native resolution at 4K, not 1440p. But hey, this is what it is, and we cannot choose our battles. We can only, you know, do the battles, play the battles. All right. Before I fight this dude, though, I am gonna actually use DLSS upscaling, and let's see where it gets me. Probably is gonna give me 220 FPS. It's gonna be like 67 right here, and 130 FPS, 145 FPS. Okay, so you just gotta give it a. I thought it was gonna be 120 FPS or something, because on 4K dropping from like DLSS quality to DLSS performance was only like 10 or 15 FPS more, from like a 100 FPS, 116, 117. Sometimes it goes beyond 20, but not most of the time. And as you can see right now, it's like between 120 and 145, which is again a big difference, you know, in like that's 20 FPS less. Yep, this dude is dead. And I think the fire is doing it, like, because when I'm looking at the fire, it drops the FPS. And then, like, if I hide the fire like this, the FPS goes up 147. If I show the fire, the FPS is probably gonna drop. Let's show the whole thing. Nope, it did not drop. Oh, it increased to 150. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, this game has like very weird performance kind of thing, where the frame rate drops very low. And this is what I was talking about when I was saying like frame drops. Frame drops happen too much. Not like stuttering. Stuttering is like micro drops in frame rate. But frame drops is like when you drop like from all the way from like 60 to 40 or like 60 to 30. Here it's not too big. Like it's not as big, the percentage wise not as big as from like 60 to 40. But still, you know, 145 to 120, you are gonna, you know, feel that shit. You're not gonna be like, oh, that's nothing. No, you're not. You are gonna feel that shit. Can I throw him like, this is Sparta? Style, no, I can't do that. Alright, so let's use DLSS on performance right now. Drop it to 50%. 55 to 50%. 49, not 50%, okay. And as you can see, it drops my GPU utilization to 60%. So it's not giving me any more performance. I was like, I had the same amount of FPS before with DLSS quality, so why is it? But you can see that it's dropping my GPU utilization, and I think I know why. I think it's because of it's using the wrong cores. So if I go here, like, and use the 3D cores, let's go back to the game and see if it's gonna increase the GPU utilization. I think that was a, you know, a mistake on my part. I still can't see nothing. Well, it increased it from like 60 to 70% utilization. It gave me like from 150 to 180 FPS, but still not 100% GPU utilization. Which means that, yeah, I am hitting the CPU bottleneck of this game, and they should actually optimize it a little bit more. Because even though the 5090 is, you know, 2 overkill of a GPU, but still, you know, you don't want to see the GPU being bottleneck. You want the GPU to be the bottleneck. Okay, you don't want to see it being bottlenecked by another component of your PC. You want it to be the bottleneck in gaming. All right, so let's use frame generation. I'm going to use DLSS Quality, which is going to be right here. But here, use frame generation 2x instead of 4x. Just 2x is enough. 4x is for 4K, and 2x is for everything else. And as you can see, 299 FPS. 299, the price of a PS4 when it launched. Oh, they killed me. What? They did an organized attack, both of them at the same time, and they killed me. Alright. Gonna have to go back and kill them again. That scene took too long to just like tell me I'm dead. I know that. I knew that when the you know, heads up display disappeared. Are you telling me that I'm gonna have to fight all these again? Oh, that guy's still dead. Alright, that's fine. As long as the guy's still dead, you know, that's the hardest guy. I don't want to fight him again. But these I can fight all day. All right, let's drop to 1080p and remove every upscaling and frame generating technology. Let's just go back. Whereas this is gonna, let's turn off frame generation first and then go back and use 1080p. And this is what I don't like about this game. Again, I have to go and actually keep dropping the resolution one by one until I find 1080p, which is a hassle and something that is should not be there. They should really fix this. They should really fix it. Okay, 1080p. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Oh, it's too small, but it's, I mean, you can see it. It's not like too small that you can't see it. You can see it. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. As you can see, the same settings are still, you know, extreme. No DLSS. Oh, DLSS actually drops on its own again. This is DLAA, no frame generation, and extreme settings. As you can see, 150 FPS. What the hell? Oh yeah, the fire. So it's you know, it's good. It's good. It's not bad. 150 FPS, 1080p. It should be like this in 1440p, to be honest, but you know, 150 FPS, you cannot, you know, fault it. You cannot say anything wrong about 150 FPS. Oh no, it's dropping to 117. Yikes. It's because it's dropping the GPU utilization. It dropped to 117 FPS. Why did it drop GPU utilization though? It drops to like 86, 88. And then goes up again. Yeah. Another aspect of what I spoke about in the what is even optimization video that I made. When you see the GPU being, you know, bottlenecked by the CPU, but you know that the CPU is actually fucking strong, and you know that it's just the engine of the game that's bottlenecking the CPU, and then the CPU bottlenecking the GPU. You know that the game is not optimized, but hey, we all know that this game is not optimized. So let's go and use frame generation. Even if I use now DLSS upscaling, it's not going to give me any more performance because it's already dropping GPU utilization. So let's go back and use DLSS frame generation. And yeah, as you can see, like, there's no increase in VRAM. There's only increase in frame rate. That's it. The 1% lows still suffer from, you know, low numbers. But I mean, the game plays pretty fine. I mean, not performance wise. I mean, the game fine, like gameplay wise, the game is good. Like, this is a good Souls game. But yeah, it's plagued with performance issues that they need to fix. They said that they fixed them, but they lied. I don't know which is worse, you know, to say that you fixed the game or like to lie about it. It's like both, you know. I don't know. I can't do. I mean, if I have a product and I lie about fixing it and I did not fix it one bit, and then I just like do like a patch note and shit like that and show like what I fixed, but I didn't even fix those things. The hell? This guy was pretty easy before. Now he's dodging my attacks and he's attacking me. Yeah, die. So yeah, this is how the launch version of the game behaves on a 5090. I didn't want to try the latest version of the game because it's just broken, and as you can see, the jiggle physics are good. The cloth physics are good. And yeah, subscribe because video games, you know, shit like this is good. And press like the button if you like this video, dislike if you dislike this video, and see you in the next one. Ciao.